Sugar Belt Mead Fest is the world's largest mead-focused festival that runs a lot like your traditional beer and wine festival that you are pretty familiar with around the country. The basis of the Mead Festival was to bring mead makers from around the country, commercial mead makers mostly, but also a lot of home brewers who wanted to participate and have shares and community with their fellow mead makers. And we have commercial mead makers from California, we have commercial mead makers from Baltimore, from Florida, from Michigan, Wisconsin, lots of different states. This year we have just over 20 meaderies, and they all get to pour their best recipes for the attendees. And it's a 3 to 4 hour event, 4 hours if you have a VIP ticket and 3 hours if you have a general admission ticket. And it allows you to go around and take small little sample pours of different meads, which is a wine beverage fermented with a majority of the fermentable sugars coming from honey. But the basis of it was to bring a little focus in the commercial sense and pop culture for what mead is, considering it's the oldest known purposefully fermented alcoholic beverage. And still, it hasn't really seen its rise in popularity in pop culture as much as we'd like. So it's fun to have a mead-only focused event where people can come and get excited about it from around the country.
It only happens once a year. There's no other time or place I get to be around a bunch of people that are in the same boat as me. Like brewery owners, when I'm at beer fests, similar, but it's not the same. Like everyone knows what beer is. If I'm at a beer festival, half the questions are, tell me what mead is. With so few meaderies, in the country, to get 20 plus together in one time is huge. It shows a lot of camaraderie, and I know customers like cooperation rather than competition. So I think it's huge for that. Personally, I really like being around my peers, given that there's so few meaderies. I don't have a lot of places I can meet other meadery owners, mead makers, stuff like that.
This is our 4th year at Sugar Belt. I love making mead, and I love serving it and seeing people's reactions, but getting to meet so many different people from so many walks of life, and folks that we've known that we only see when we come here to Sugar Belt. We see them once a year, and they come up to our table and we pour them some mead, and that's the best part. It's always the people.
What we've decided to sponsor the last 3 years and then going into our 4th year is the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. So we do a lot of raffles and whatnot, raffle tickets and donations. So we have a lot of the meaderies will donate bottles, memberships. We've had patrons donate amazing bottles of bourbon and wine and mead. And then we do close out the festival at 6 o'clock with drawing those. Each year so far, I think we've tabulated right around just over $20,000 in donations to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. So it really hits heartstrings with the community, and they've been very generous and kind of make a little bit of awareness go towards people who just need, a little bit of talking to, a little friend that you need to check up on. Really, we just want to bring something to Northwest Indiana that people are proud of, and they can feel like, hey, look, we helped start the movement. We helped nurture the movement. We helped bring it to light. We helped bring it into pop culture maybe a little bit more. And this is where a lot of the roots, and not just in Northwest Indiana, but like I said, the whole Sugar Belt area, the Michigan and the Wisconsin and the Illinois, this whole area, Ohio, has just produced some great talent when it comes to the artisanal value of mead. So we're just really proud of it, and I'm happy not only for the camaraderie and the collaboration, but also for the consumer to be proud of something that came out of their area, and they can probably look back on as this industry grows as one of the nice seeds that blossomed into a wonderful mead flower.